And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go with the controls.
Tayo masasakay ba? Bunotong mo si Brooks. Ay po, China. Gago, bota. Ay putang ina. Binabaril ko yun eh. Sorry, Pens. Binabaril ko yung ano. Yung tao sa harap mo. Nakalimutan ko, naka-achi-achi nga pala tayo na yun.
Throwing Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. DeMarcus Ware. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 85 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Ay putang ina. Hindi. Ewan kung ba't nangyari doon.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 9 yards is the pickup.
Dami pang mahabol sa atin.
On the handoff, Tomlinson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, But even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Touchdown, Chargers! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Ano na preparation na lang.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Takbo agad ako.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
Wala.
Now Saquon Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes
Achi.
defense, great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. Now Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat.
Ay, ano?
Not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Hindi kita matrace ng nakatra.
And that looked like vintage.
Sakay na nga ako. Ay, putang ina.
Coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive player of the year at the other.
Tanggalin ko na nga si Achi.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that we come to
Tulog
the
na.
end of the first quarter of play.
Game.
Second quarter
Sige.
action from Pittsburgh. It is the
Bukas
Steelers
natin
in
ituloy
control
ito.
of the football.
Kod tayo. Small code birds.
Facing this big first
Gusto mo
half
mag-cod?
deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his
Magasik
sights,
tayo
but
ng
he could
lagim
not
sa
reel
cod.
it in. A surprising move to go for it.
Hi, Jace.
Somewhat predictably, it
Come
doesn't pay off, and that will
Did you have
force a
fun today?
turnover on downs.
Mhm.
From the 34
Or
now,
8.
here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Tomlinson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No chips on that. No chips. Too late for me.
Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. run on first down. Tomlinson, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance.
Times 2
and his
pa rin
ability
pala.
to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
2nd down and back to Tomlinson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Ay, sige.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Mag-ano muna kayo, laro muna kayo. Mamaya. Tutunan ko lang.
Happens.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hindi ko alam kung ano i-relate.
Now it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
On 3rd down, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing,
ka lang sa amin.
still enough
Kulang
time
kami.
to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Nag-error.
Looking to throw.
Kompleto na kayo dyan.
That's
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
be caught by Pitts. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Oh,
Picked
giant.
up by the Hall of Famer,
Oh,
John
bis
Lynch.
daw bang
And
pota.
a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is
Oh,
the back
fuck
line in the
me
end zone.
too.
Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you. out of the back of the end zone, then you know you can't be beat over the top and gives you a chance to go make a play.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Able to spin free. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Tomlinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Grabe mag-camp tong mga to.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Wow.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Now Bush on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly...
There he goes, Brandon Marshall, 30,
right
10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Brandon Marshall, 81 yards. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field.
Sorry tol. Mabarinig ko na sana yun.
That's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Second down, here's Barkley again, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
31's the mic.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
31's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the 39, Jones. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Wide open. It's Marshall complete. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Marshall with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Are you?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Tambay lang siya dun, no? Oh,
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes.
Ready ka na, Peng?
Let's see what they decide to do.
Ay, ready ka na, Bert?
Way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the
Okay, join ka lang na
now,
yun.
they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Antrell Roll with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early, a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it?
We got
They score
Flamo.
here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter,
Yeah,
but you just
I
get
know.
that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Strahan. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. He'll find Williams on the slant. A good pick up there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Yung
So they'll
down.
get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we
Bubuhatin
played
tayo
3
ng time.
quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 21 yards there on third down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to the running game. It's Tomlinson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive
Saan ako
them crazy.
binaril na?
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
2nd down and back to Tomlinson. Finding room to the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, 33 yards. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put away drive, and that right there seemed like the depth.
Tiyan, bumabaganda lang sa walang puto.